Teresa is doing a demonstration and with body butter. So she is another product person, and she makes a lot of products. And I've purchased some of them things I had never heard of before. I purchased some bath fizzies I had never heard of before. It might have been a trend, but I don't know anything about it. So, but yeah, and that was cool. But, hey there, you have to do things and learn things as you go, because and when it messes up, you just have to keep going. So for some people who think that millennials and Generation Z knows how to do this stuff, they were not born knowing it. They are not afraid to play with it. So don't be afraid, because the worst thing that could happen is this could all go dark, and then we still are living where we are. But so Teresa is in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, she's in Kentucky. She's been
y'all.
She's been my virtual friend for she's my real friend, but I met virtually for 2 years now.
Yes. So I think Andre and I figured it out. I think we're at 2. We're at 2.
We're right at 2.
Right at 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. And that, because people say things about women and how we don't, and Black women, how we don't come together and we don't learn and share and grow. So she's been a blessing on me. I hope I've been some blessing on her. So we are coming together however we can come together. So there's some of the people who I physically know, and some of the people on this list I know and I've met in person, but some folks I have not seen in person. The next time I get to Kentucky, I don't remember I did go to Kentucky Derby once, but I don't know when that will be, but we're going to see each other in person or something like that.
Girl, let's go look. We're going to see each other outside of Kentucky. I hate the Derby. Like, I hate it. Hate the Derby. Do you hear me? And they're actually still going to try to have it, I think, in September. Normally it's in May, but they're still trying to have it. And I'm like,
it's all about the money. They're trying to bring in the ducats. So,
girl, what you said. And I'm like, we are one step away from being a hot spot. Really? Is that what you want? Okay. Bunch of
yeah. We have to pray more, because people have lost their ever-loving minds. And some of them who claim to know Jesus as Lord, they need to listen. So we have to listen hard. So Teresa runs Pure Lux. Now, what's the tagline, Teresa, of your
it's Pure Lux Face and Body. Basically we create superfood skincare.
Yes, superfood skincare. I like that.
Yep. We create superfood skincare. Basically we do plant-based skincare products. And what plant-based is, people are like, what's the difference between regular and what? So when I say plant-based, I have to kind of break it down. Basically, a plant-based product is anything that is derived from plants. And it, can be your butters and your oils, cocoa butter, shea butter, all of those are nut butters. So they're plants. And those are examples of some of the things that we use in our products. So I actually started out, Joy, was about 2 years, I think, as the Body Treats Boutique, and then I rebranded into Pure Lux. And the reason I did that is I realized that because we use superfood ingredients, with superfood additives basically mean that the products or the ingredient is good not only internally, but also externally. So when applied to your skin, you get all of the nutrients and the minerals and all of the things that you find in the food also in your skin. Which brings me to my freebie. And if you follow me on Instagram, I have placed in my bio a free skincare oils and butters guide, basically. And I'm just going to kind of give you an example of what it looks like. This is free to you all. If you have skin issues that you're trying to figure out which ingredients may work best for you, this is a great place to start. It is, I think, 11 pages, if not more. But if you're a soap maker, which I am, and that's how I actually got started into skincare, making cold processed soap, I actually created this. So you will also have the called SAP values if you choose to make soap and how it reacts in soap. So if you're interested in learning how to not only make soap, but also body butters, or you just want to know more about the oils that you're using on your skin, this is a free guide for you. You just download it, click the link in my bio, and give me your email address and you will get an automatic download of this. And this is for you to keep and to use. This is also great if you want to make your own body butter with other oils and butters than what I've used today. So just a little background on me. I am 45 years old and I had my child at 38. So do the math on that. She is 8 years old, just turned 8 on July 27th. And I was in my feelings a little bit, really in my feelings about that. But she's my only child, but she came into this world and I struggled with eczema. Now I will never, ever make a claim to say my products cure eczema. Legally, I can't do that. And if you hear people that say that my product cures, you kind of want to watch that and kind of watch them. Now, what our products do, and I know what Pishan's products do because I have seen what they do and their work is just beautiful. They help create the environment for your body to heal itself. The body knows God has given us everything we already need inside and outside to heal ourselves. Amen. So we need to use products that will create those healthy environments for our body to heal. So I will use eczema because that is a big one when I go to vending shows, when I get DMs or, questions, period. A lot of people are struggling with eczema. Now, that can come from a lot of reasons, but a lot of it is environmental irritants, and a lot of it is the things that we place on our skin. And as the Sisters of Essence of Pishan shared earlier, your skin is your largest organ. It absorbs what you put on it and what you put in it. So we want to make sure that we're using products that are healthy for the skin. So the body butter that I'm making today is easy peasy 1-2-3Z. You don't have to have any special equipment. I'm all geared up because I'm in my soap studio, and that's habit. I do work from home, but I definitely make sure I follow good manufacturing practices. So this is a habit. Now the earrings, I can't come on camera looking crazy. But anyway, the rest of the gear is how I function. So you don't need to do all this if this is for you. This is a great body butter if you have someone in your family that struggles with excessively dry skin. Coconut oil absorbs into the skin at an average rate. So I have, if you look at the recipe that has been posted, it says cornstarch or arrowroot. The reason I included that in this particular recipe, which is not my personal recipe, this is one that I have created over time and thought it's an easy beginner recipe, is because it cuts that oiliness and greasiness that a lot of people complain about with body butter. They're like, I love it, but I'm greasy. Now, another quick tip about body butters is you want to use them when your skin is damp, not straight out of the shower, but when your skin is damp. The reason you want to do that is because it will allow the product to absorb quicker, and because coconut oil is a humectant, which means it draws the moisture from the air, it will help absorb into your skin and help keep you moisturized longer. So if you don't remember anything else I've said, use your body butter when your skin is damp, because it's not always the product, that is too heavy. It's just if you don't use a product incorrectly, it won't work properly, right? You don't want to walk around looking like chicken grease. So anyway, the two ingredients that I'm going to use for this body butter are shea butter, which is made from women of Ghana. I use only Fairtail shea butter. It is actually made by hand by women in Ghana. So I only use that shea butter, and I'm going to turn the camera around. Let me see if I can do this, Lord Jesus. Okay. Okay, there we go. So this is my work table. So this is the Fairtail shea butter. Can everybody see that? I hope it looks good on my end, but I don't know what that looks like on the other end.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Okay, so this is shea butter, and this is coconut oil. Coconut oil, again, is a humectant. It is wonderful for the skin. It is, it's just, we all know the benefits of shea butter, but some people don't, their skin doesn't care for coconut oil. Some people's skin doesn't really care for it. So this is why I recommend that you download the freemium that I have, and then you can literally customize and create products that will work for you, because everybody is different. Again, this is just a quick beginner's recipe made with shea butter. Now, what I love about shea butter is that it is also great for the rehydrating of dry skin. And you don't need a lot of it. And you can make body butters with cocoa butter, which help it to be more firm in consistency. And of course, we know all of the anti-aging properties and the skin benefits of cocoa butter if you choose to. Again, make it yours, make it your own. Now, I have chosen to use safflower oil because safflower oil is it absorbs very quickly. And I combined it. I wanted this to be more of a dry body butter, not so one that would sit on the skin so much. Again, you want to use it when it's damp, but you still want something that absorbs fairly quickly. You can choose to use any light oil of your choice. You can use olive oil if you have it at home. Please don't feel like you have to break the bank in creating products. You do not. As a matter of fact, like I said, everything, the closer to the ground it gets, probably the better off for you it is. If you have to break out Ebonics to pronounce stuff, you probably shouldn't be putting it on your skin. And that's just kind of our rule of thumb here at Pure Lux. We have 3 missions. One is to create luxury quality products. The other is to educate consumers. A lot of people buy things and they do things out of habit, and they simply don't really understand the dangers that come with a lot of commercial products. I actually am starting a YouTube channel, which will be up and running by the end of the day. And I actually will have listed 5 toxic ingredients that more than likely, if you're still wearing anything commercial, you probably have it on right now. So you want to check that out on YouTube. My channel is Pure Lux Skin Food, and you can find me, and make sure you turn those bells on. So I will be every Thursday sharing something new, because we believe education is a big piece of our mission. People need to know the why behind just saying, I hate when people just say buy the product and they don't tell you the why. We get into the why. We also do a lot of behind the scenes, so you see how our products are made. And we just believe in being transparent. We're there to answer any questions that we can. And if we don't know the questions, then we will research and find them out. And so the last ingredient in this body butter is cornstarch. Now, you can substitute this for arrowroot, and these are not the quantities used in this particular recipe. I just wanted to show you what was used in the recipe, but you see it's only four ingredients. And this is simple. It's something you can do at home if you have a loved one that is struggling with dry skin, and the commercial products are really, truly not designed to help. They are designed to hurt. As a matter of fact, they take out the glycerin, which is what draws the moisture to the skin, and they actually take that out of the product. Why? Because they want you to keep coming back. So all of these things are what you have to consider when purchasing products. You have to really think about how much the almighty dollar is driving the decisions that they make on products. So we're going to move that out of the way. Are there any questions so far? I know I talk fast, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be respectful of time. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
I don't see any questions in the chat.
Okay, so thank you, sis. So we're going to move on to, and I'm doing this in a clear jar so you can see what's going on. I went ahead and I did this a little bit ahead of time. So what I essentially did is I took the shea butter and the coconut oil and I melted them down. And you want to melt very slowly, especially shea butter. You want to melt it very slowly because it'll get grainy on you. And then that leaves that funky texture and you'll be like, oh, I don't like it. And then you'll swear it's the product. But really, truly, it's if you heat things too fast, slow and steady wins the race. That's the way my mother always taught me. Slow and steady wins the race. If you want to be somebody and get someplace, slow and steady wins the race. I don't know why I had to get all of that out, but I had to get all of that out. So this was placed in the refrigerator. Literally the time that we started the summit, I placed the mixed oils and butters into the refrigerator and let them solidify. Now, you don't want them extremely hard. You actually want it soft. Do you see that texture? Now, you could just stick it in the jar just the way it is, but I'm going to actually add a little bit of the safflower oil. I have not added the oil yet, and you just simply put it a little bit in there at a time, and you don't want it to go back to being runny. Now, if for some reason you have a house and you're making this in the wintertime and it gets much more liquid than you would prefer, just stick it back in the refrigerator and it will harden back up or thicken back up. Now, the reason I like using shea butter versus cocoa butter, because if you use cocoa butter at too high of a percentage, what will happen is this will get really, really hard. And then you get that body butter that you literally have to dig out of the jar. We don't want that. We want a nice, whipped, light body butter that you can use and that will absorb quickly. So I'm going to bring my little Pyrex, my tried and true Pyrex, y'all. And then I'm going to just place this. Now, I also place the cornstarch in the melted oils and butters so that it would dissolve. We want that to be placed in warm so that it does not get gritty. And I would recommend, even though I have given a recipe, tweak it and make it your own. Use the guide, create it with, try different butters, try different oils, have fun with it. You know, skincare should be fun, and that is one of the things that I truly believe. I'm kind of a weirdo because I love like the minimalist approach, but I love color, and I love fun, and I love to laugh. And I think sometimes we just take skincare too seriously. We need to be aware, definitely need to be educated, but try things at home. You know, Essence of Pichon, we make it, we love it if you buy our stuff. We absolutely love it. But we also want you to be educated, and in a pinch, if you can't, you know, especially during a pandemic, if we can't get it to you, the cornstarch, Denise, is used to cut the greasiness. A lot of people complain of cornstarch. You can substitute for arrowroot. You don't need a lot of it. And I would tweak it. I would make a very small batch. This batch will make approximately 16 ounces. So if you want to draw it back a little bit, or you want to tweak it, or you be like, I don't know if I want to put that much in there, make it your own. So, oh, okay. Yes. And Joy has the full recipe. Now on there, you will see my logo of the Body Treats Boutique, and that is no longer, but that is my handout that I created specifically for you. And again, please take advantage of the skincare. Did I do that? Did I do that? Okay. Go ahead and take advantage of the free guide that I have for butters and oils so that you can see and create your own magic. But before I get started, I know I'm talking, y'all, a whole lot. Joy, keep me together. I have a lovely gift for the first 3 people that download the guide. I actually purchased these, and I fell in love with this. And this is actually a hat box. I fell in love with it, y'all. But they only had, you know, certain amounts. So these are limited. But with this, you will receive our lotion, our aloe oat lotion, which is made with aloe vera juice, all 100% aloe vera juice, as well as colloidal oatmeal. This is a 2-ounce jar that you will receive of this lotion, and it is made specifically for people with, you know, problematic skin, dry skin, eczema. And then, because my first love is soap making, I am a soap maker. I make artisan soap. This is our aloe oat milk soap. This is made with organic oat milk all the way through, which is why you have that discoloration, because the sugars in the oat milk and all that have heated it up when it went through gel phase. But that's a whole nother horse of a whole nother color. So these will be given. I have 3 of these for the first 3 ladies that download the guide. And with downloading the guide, of course, you get on my email list, but this comes to you. So this is a complete gift set that you receive just for downloading. And I appreciate y'all being here. Every last one of you has been a blessing. My spirit has been worked out in my body too, because honey, I done gained the pandemic 20 and 25. Is it 15 though? It's supposed to be really 15. I'm over that. I'm over that. So, anywho, we're gonna get back to making the butter. So we're just gonna use a standard mixer. Nothing special, y'all. Please don't feel like you got to have all the bells and whistles. And if you're an aspiring soap maker, or you're interested in creating skincare products, please don't feel like you have to break the bank and get the nice and shiny that everyone else gets. People have been doing this for years, and over time you accumulate things. So yeah, please don't do that. So we're just going to mix it really quick, and I'm going to mute it while I mix so that you guys don't have to listen to the mixer, and then we'll go ahead and bottle it up, and I'll show you a neat way to make sure that you can do it in a mess-free way. So hold on just a second. Okay, so that's just a quick mix. And do you see how that consistency changed just a tad? It's not, it's more whipped. And what you're doing is you're actually putting air into it. That's what makes whipped, right? So I'm going to show you an easy way if you're going to give this as gifts, if you're going to make this for yourself, but you love making things, but you absolutely hate the mess of trying to get it into the jar. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way that you can get it into the jar without literally having it all over the place. Let me wipe this jar out. And because one of the 5 ingredients is that toxic ingredients is typically found in plastic, it's designed really to soften plastics. We switched last year to all glass packaging. So we just are really trying to be diligent about being aware right down to the packaging. We are eco-friendly. We believe that the earth shouldn't have to suffer for our little luxuries. So we are definitely conscious about using packaging that also supports the mission of being eco-friendly. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a plain old plastic bag. That's it. Great value, Walmart brand. And we're just going to scoop this butter into the bag. And again, this makes 16 ounces, which is really a pound. And you can fold this over a cup. I'm not doing that just because I'm me. And so you literally just scoop it into the bag, out of frame here. And it looks messy, but you know, hey. And you can also do this for icing. Now, one of the things that I love to do, don't ask me why, and I think it's just because it's presentation. I actually have multiple piping tips that I use to actually pipe my body butters and lotions into all of my jars. So they are hand piped into the jars and into the containers. So what we're going to do, we see we've got that in a plastic bag. Easy peasy, right? You just stick it down in there. And I got a little some outside the bag. And then you push it down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get it to a corner. But before you get it all the way to the corner, you just are going to snip that corner off. What am I doing with my scissors? Okay, so you're going to snip the corner off. And again, this is an easy way to pipe this into your bag. So I've cut the corner off. Here's the jar. And literally what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze it. Well, you don't want air to get in there, but let's did a whole puff of air. But you're going to squeeze it right on into the jar. So you don't have to worry about trying to get your spatula all down in the jar and all of that. It essentially, if you don't put air in it like I did, will just pipe into the jar, and then you tamp it down, which is how I do all of our products. And then because I'm persnickety, and I just don't believe you should be sending stuff out with stuff all on the jar, I literally take alcohol and I wipe around the jar. And then that makes sure that the jar is nice and neat. And even if you're going to gift these, this is wonderful. I do believe the PDF that you receive that includes the product also has some labels. So if you do want to give it as a gift, you can do so. And there you have it. You have made your DIY body butter that you can use and customize to your liking. And it will be non-greasy. And you know everything that is in that product, and you can make it at home if you're in a pinch, or if you just want to try it out yourself. So there we have it. I hope you all have enjoyed that. Again, I will have a giveaway for the first 3 people that download the guide.
And where do they go to download the guide?
They just click the link in my bio. If they're on Instagram, they can just simply click the link in my bio, and it will say Pure Lux Skin Food Ultimate Guide to Soap Making and Skincare. And just follow that.
Teresa_Pure Lux.
Yes. Teresa_Pure Lux Skin Food. I changed it. I made it a little bit more so people could look at it and know, well, like, who is she?
That was great, Teresa.
Does anyone have any questions, or has anyone tried making their own body butter? Or has anybody interested have made their own skincare? Oh, Joy, can you put the link down in there?
I'm going to get it.
And you can also visit my website. I am in the process of editing a lot of the products. I took a lot of things down, and that's simply because I'm learning as I go along, what my customers really, really are drawn to. So a lot of the bath bombs, I used to make bath bombs, and I used to make a whole lot of things, and I stopped doing that because I realized I needed to niche down a little bit more. So you can visit my website at Pure Lux, and that's Pure Lux, Lux, skinfood.com, and you will see product offerings, the artisan soaps that are available, and I'm constantly adding to that because I'm constantly revamping and recreating. So I'm in the process and in transition of doing some things. So you want to make sure you're on my email list, and by downloading the guide, you automatically get on my email list. And because I have a lot of more products coming out. And one of the goals that we're shooting for, or I'm shooting for, and I say we a lot because this is really my daughter's business as well. I'm trying to build something that will be legacy leaving. I don't want her to struggle the way that I did. I want her to have the resources available to her. I've always been blessed that I've had good jobs, but there's nothing like working for yourself. You don't have to ask for off if you need to take off, or if you're just having a bad day, or, if it's been like the few months where you really haven't felt like talking to people just because your spirit has been so heavy. You don't have to go fake the funk. So thank you so much for getting on my list, Reese. But that's what I want to do. I want to leave a legacy. So if you hear me say we, I'm thinking of her in the background, because honest to goodness, she is the reason that this company even exists. It's for her. It was because of her eczema issues. So I can't tell you the last time. Yes, I could turn it around. Y'all looking at the table. Sorry. The last time that I bought commercial products, they are dangerous to purchase. And I just want to educate and help our people as much as possible understand what the dangers are of using commercially produced skincare products, because literally it's detergent. That's literally what it is. If you wash your clothes and go wash your face, it's the same thing. So we just want to be more aware of that. It is, Shantae, it's Pure Lux, PURELUX, skinfood.com.
So now the products that you're producing now, because you produce a lot of soaps. So
yes,
mm-hmm.
A lot.
And then you mentioned something else. What was the lotion? I don't know that I paid attention.
And that's one of the new things, because that is something that, hang on, let me get on over here. That is our aloe oat lotion. That is one of the new things that we launched. It's actually a set. Thank you for downloading the guide. This is our aloe oat lotion. This is literally made with aloe vera. I have dry skin myself. I struggle with it, and partially it's because I live in a state that has hard water. Now that is something else that a lot of people don't really realize, that the water that you use to wash could actually be causing some of the issues that you have with your skin. And you have hard water if you have soap scum, or if you have water spots on your glasses. You have probably what I have. There's a lot of calcium and minerals in the water, and it makes your skin drier than normal. So when I go down to South Carolina, which is where my family is from, they have soft water. And that water, my eczema that my daughter has, when we went to Florida and South Carolina, they both have soft water. Her skin clears up, like everything clears up. And it's because of the minerals that are in the water that cause problems. So I've had to create products that are able to combat that. And this is one of those things. This is our aloe oat lotion. It is made with colloidal oatmeal, which you will find that in just about everything that I make, because it has such healing properties. So it has colloidal oatmeal, but the base of it is made with aloe vera juice, pure aloe vera juice. Instead of water, I used aloe vera juice. And that is to add to the moisturizing properties of the lotion. I have had people with eczema. My friend is like keeping it on for her father. If you go on my Instagram page, you'll see this leg that looks like, oh my gosh, what happened? But her dad, literally, I'm going to have to start a subscription for him. I put him on my calendar because he struggled with eczema, and then he struggled with excessively dry skin. And he got the 10-ounce jar, and within a few weeks, Mr. Jimmy was calling me and saying, I need some more. So he was like, the color is coming back in my skin. It's not dry anymore. It's not itchy. So I literally, because Mr. Jimmy, have upped this to you can get this in a 2-ounce, a 5-ounce, and now a 16-ounce jar. Just because Mr. Jimmy was going through the 10-ounce jar so quickly, and other people were like, I love it, but I'm running low really quick. So I've actually changed the size. This is the old size, which is 10 ounces. And this is the gift set size, which is 2 ounces, and it'll come in a 10. But ultimately, you can get it as much as in a 16-ounce jar if you like, for the lotion. Mm-hmm. And that's, again, one of the newer things that I've created to really meet the needs of my customers.
So this is really good. It's good on a couple of levels. So I think when next you go into your bathroom or wherever you keep your hair products and skin products, just look at the labels, because sometimes we hadn't been paying attention to them. So look at the labels on them, and then also recognize how many different brands that you have, right? You buy something, you might try it and you like it, then you need something else that's kind of different. So, we have 2 different companies here. They both make the body butter product, but their products are different, so you'll try them out. But they also make other different products, so you can have those products, and not just because you're supporting Black business, but because you are taking care of yourself in a way that is productive for you. So, and we have to do more on learning about what are on things and things we took for granted, and what the meaning of some of these labels are, because sometimes we think we're doing the right thing and we have been hoodwinked, right? Bamboozled.
Yes.
So we need to do that too. So it is great that we have Teresa from Pure Lux.
Girl, just say Pure Lux, because you
just Pure Lux. Well,
you're like, I always forget the tagline. I always.
Yeah, well, because theirs is superfood skincare. Because theirs is goodness for the body. Superfood skincare. Okay, so check them both out, and definitely check them both out. And because same thing with fitness. So you need to find the fitness that works for you, and you might need both of them. So here we had yoga and some dance fitness. We'll do, because Denise teaches dance fitness, I teach dance fitness, and we probably both teach more regular aerobics. We're getting away from that term. But you need to find what works for you, and a variety of those things will work. So, and I say that on the one hand of us as consumers, but on the other hand, if you are thinking that you have something in you and that somebody else is already doing it, they're not doing it like you would do it. Mm-hmm. So you could be competitors and friends, and you could be competitors in this space, and there could be space for you. So don't let those things hold you back, because someone will tell you someone else was first to the market. And I always remind people that Yahoo was before Google. Some of y'all have some Yahoo accounts because I've seen some emails. But more of you have Gmail accounts, right? So more of you have that. And we would, if you were in finance and you're looking at valuations of companies, we are valuing Google more than Yahoo. Now, on another side, you might have problems with both of those companies, but those are just examples for thinking that there is sometimes a first mover advantage, but you might have something different to offer. And the other thing is, you as Teresa is changing because of customer needs. And there is a need in this space for women, as Wendy Williams says, of a certain age, but who, we're not millennials, but we have, as Denise said, there's more for us to offer. There are things that we want to do, and we're going to live that big dream life and be on living our best life every day. So don't let any of those things stop you. So thank you so much, Teresa Williams. Great last name. There are a lot of us.
I know.
A lot of us. So
in the house.
Yes. So thank you for contributing today. And if you didn't get all that information, because Teresa is going to share with me and we're going to share with you, so that you can be and stay connected. So follow everybody that has made it available for you to follow them today. So definitely do that. And then we're going to close up with our next session with Beatrice.